Live. Okay.
Woo!
It's going to be that kind of day. It's going to be that kind of day.
Let's
How you doing?
go! Woo!
How was your weekend?
How does it sound? It was amazing. It was
That's
a good
good.
weekend, man. It was freaking great. Trained chess with Seamus on Sunday. He's doing great. Haven't
Sweet.
seen him in a little bit. He's probably going to come by tomorrow. Like, everything's good,
Sweet.
man. Been in the office all day today, just loving it, just grinding out the paperwork. Love paperwork. Love it.
Yeah, I love it. Just love the fucking paperwork.
I love it. I love the paperwork. It's the best. It's the best.
That is out goddamn standing.
It is
So
outstanding. It was sunny out today. I walked around my neighborhood with my shirt off.
Nice. I bet your neighbors love that.
The neighbors are all there. I think they're all gone for spring break. It's spring break here.
Ah, that's right. That's right.
Yeah,
So-
dude, rich people go out of town for spring break. I learned that. But we are poor at heart, so we are here working our balls off, making sure that we get all your products out at Tiger Fitness, Ambrosia, all the No Morbidity, all the alchemy, all the beautiful Holy Trinity stack available at your local Sprouts, your local vitamin shop.
Isn't it crazy that they carry the whole Trinity in Sprouts? I fucking love that shit.
Well, if they didn't, that would be Satanist. Like, you have to have the Holy Trinity stack. You have to, or else you're a Satanist. It is what it is, dude. I don't make the rules.
No, we just follow them. We don't make the rules.
No.
We don't make the rules. There's a lot of crazy shit going on about our societal rules and shit that needs to be going on. Both Mark, if you guys aren't following us on Twitter, by the way, why not? I don't understand. Like, because you can hear us a little bit of the day, but like Mark and I pretty much rant all fucking day long on Twitter or X, whatever the fuck they want to call it. I don't know. So
it will always be Twitter to us old heads, bro.
Yeah,
we will never ever call it X. Sorry, Elon, it's not X. The only thing X is my porn collection.
Yeah. Triple. We need to triple.
Speaking of porn, you want to talk about good old redneck porn? Can I pull it up right now?
Yeah, pull it up. Redneck
I'm gonna pull
porn.
it. So I want to.
It's so true too. That's the fucking sad thing.
So I want to show you this because so I made a tweet the other day and I based this. This guy wrote that if you think this woman is attractive, then you are gay. And I said, I'd like to come out of the closet.
He actually said gay.
And I said, then I come out of the closet as super gay, like the gayest man alive. So I'm kind of a little bit like, I'm kind of blushing a little bit embarrassed, Alan, for the first time in my life. I'm embarrassed. I want to show you why. So she starts in a Twitter account and I'm like, okay, I got to follow her. Not like the reason I'd follow Carrie Underwood, like in a stalking way, just because I think she's great. Like, she fishes, she hunts, she builds things, and she's mega attractive. And I looked, and when I went to follow her, I noticed that she was following me first.
That's outstanding.
It was outstanding. I think she realized that I simped for her. I white knighted. Do you want to listen to what she says? Can I please hear her talk, Al? I'm just playing.
Yes, you can. Holy shit, she follows me too. No shit.
Yes, we have won. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, let me play this.
Good morning, y'all. After all the craziness on Twitter,
I love her.
Or X, I figured I would actually make an account. I could not use my original handle, Hannah Baron 96, like I have across all platforms because Twitter suspended my account. Still don't know why. I tried to get it back and they said no.
Why?
So I made a new account.
I love her so much.
Hannah Baron 96 with an underscore behind it. So Hannah Baron 96 underscore is my only Twitter account. There are some fake ones out there and they're not me. And they got a bunch of followers too, but they're not me. My only account on Twitter or X is Hannah Baron 96 underscore. So don't be fooled by the fake ones.
Everybody follow her because she got unnecessarily, she didn't want this. Like, now she's going to capitalize and she's going to be like that MRFer is not real. Like, she's big now. Like, she's big deal. Like, she's all over the place. She's going to UFC. Like, but this girl was just simply doing her thing, building houses, fishing, like killing things, doing redneck stuff, looking all pretty, looking like, and look at the views, dude. She's going to hit 1 million by the end of the day. I'm so happy for her because someone literally went out to like end her to like completely expose her, and the backlash was real. And the one thing I love about this is, you know, I think we have this conversation more than anybody else, is like our wives are not like made up people. Like, other than my wife getting boobs, which have since been removed, which is kind of like finding out Santa Claus isn't real. I'm not going to lie. I wake up, I look for the milk and cookies, and they're still on the counter. And I'm like, God damn it. Or you leave your teeth under the pillow and there's no tooth fairy. And that's pretty much what I found out. So, I mean, look at that right there is what I consider a beautiful woman. Because there's no, and all women out there who who use a lot of makeup have lip fillers and the Botox, and I you know what Scrotox is, right?
Yeah, it's
Botox in your scrotum.
I did not know that they had Scrotox.
I did a whole video on it on YouTube. It's huge in the gay community. It makes you have a very like smooth nutsack. But anyway, I digress. So this, like, look,
I could have gone for fucking ever not knowing that, dude.
Well, don't Google it.
I could have gone. I'm not going to. I don't Google half the shit you tell me. But I could have gone forever not knowing that.
Well,
forever and ever.
You're welcome. But Alan, I mean, this is a throwback to natural beauty, to a woman doing what she wants to do. Like, some women are tomboys. That doesn't mean she thinks she has a penis. Like, there's a woman doing womanly things while still being feminine and beautiful. And she could go and carry a gun and stab a lion in the throat and then come look cute as hell like this. And I love that. I don't mean that in a creepy old guy way. I mean that in this is awesome. This is great.
Yeah. There was two people that I think that were trying to like give her shit. One was some like fucking chick who literally lives on like Botox and lip fillers, and then there was the fucking what I called him, like Timu Andrew Tate. You know,
so
like
the one was Samira. She's actually okay. I've interacted with her a few times. I didn't want to drag her at all. I was sure not to drag her because, you know, she has her opinions and she looks the way she looks, and she's gorgeous in her own right. Different, not my cup of tea. But again, I'm veiny. I look like a human penis. Like, I'm nobody's cup of tea. So like, but like,
now,
you know,
she's if you get Botox, will that smooth out now?
On my scrotum.
Well, I mean, everywhere, because like, I mean, if we'll do it, dude, scrotums are fucking wrinkly as fuck. So if it would fix the scrotum, wouldn't it fucking fix everything else?
Women are just much more beautiful than men. Can we all agree to that? Like, women, like their bodies are poetic. We have this weird look, like our penises are just weird. Like, that's why I couldn't be gay. I mean, I've learned to love my own penis, but I can't imagine loving another penis.
Yeah.
I
would hope not, bro.
I mean, it's just not my cup of tea.
No.
The penis thing, you know?
Hang on. Let's get Timu Andrew Tate in here. This is Timu Andrew Tate.
Are you finding him? Okay.
Yeah. This is the guy.
What is he holding?
I don't know, but this is the guy who says any man that finds tomboys attractive is a gay.
Look at her cute little, look at her body. Like, there's nothing gay about her body. Her body is gorgeous. She's a gorgeous girl. And he has the nerve. Look at his little bird chest, his little pussy arms. He's over there talking about someone else not being attractive. Hot, attractive woman with a smoking hot body who's always outdoors, always getting sunlight, in great shape. Like, dude, seriously, like, I'm sorry. Like, I just don't think that we should be throwing shade at beautiful, fit people, especially when, again, like, what is this thing? Like, what is this guy?
Yeah. I mean, for all I know, that's either a hookah pipe or something to do with his anal fetish. It's one of these. It's one of the. I mean, Mark and I are. By the way, this is being broadcast on both of our Rumble channels, also, as well as Twitter. So if we get deleted, look for us on Rumble and Twitter, because, like, I got to tell you, YouTube's making it awfully hard to give a fuck.
Hey. So speaking of anus, I'm getting a colonoscopy on the 3rd of May.
Congratulations, bro.
I don't want to be. I'm afraid to be put to sleep. So I'm thinking I go into Twilight, but I'm thinking, how much more fun would it be just to not do anything, just have the colonoscopy.
Yeah, I would bet you that wouldn't be that fun.
I don't think it would.
Just going out on the limbs. I'm gonna let you know. I don't think that would be that fun. So
I'll let you know.
I mean, this guy might enjoy it, but
I like the everybody who's like, he's trying to go. You know what he's trying to go for? He's trying to go for that Giga Chad meme. You know, where he has the like big chin.
He's in the manosphere. He's like, you know, the guy, that guy sitting around saying like tomboys are gay is arguably one of the gayest things I've ever fucking seen in my life. You know what I mean? Like,
I mean, good. I mean, now contrast him to what we just saw with her.
Yeah.
I mean, goodness gracious, dude. It's just not fair. And she did you see her reaction to the original thing? I got to find it.
Yes, I did. Yeah,
I didn't watch the whole thing, but she was like really sweet and nice and just like whatever.
Yeah. I mean, here's the thing. This guy is saying that she's unattractive. Meanwhile, she's a fucking millionaire. You know,
she's a total package.
She's a millionaire for hunting and fishing and doing the shit she likes, right? So I'm sure she's not too concerned about what some fucking Andrew Tate ripoff is going to fucking say.
And now she's about to make those Twitter bucks, bro.
Yeah, she's in there good now.
Here's her response. Let me pull this up. Her response. Damn, she's just so cute. Just like it's like button cute. Just like, oh, you're cute. Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Let me put this. Oh, dude, it's up there. There it is. Okay, here she is. Let me play it. I'm sorry. I'm not good at this, man. I gotta learn to be like Luke.
You're
really
doing better. You're doing better.
Good morning, y'all. I don't have a Twitter. I did at one point, but my account got removed for whatever reason, and I just hadn't got around to making another account. But apparently I'm trending on Twitter right now because some girl, hey Merle, some girl said that my accent should be illegal. Women shouldn't do manual labor. Oh, what else did she say? American women are basically men, and she just said that I was not feminine. Ooh. And I would tell y'all this girl's name, but I can't remember it because I don't have a clue who she is. So that should tell you how relevant this person is. But I just think it's hilarious because I grew up as the weird kid in high school who hunted and fished too much because back then it wasn't cool for women to hunt or fish or the whole country lifestyle. And I'm so proud of all the women in the outdoors now who are making that more cool or popular. So proud of us. I think we're doing great. But I've been helping Dad build houses since I was 15. When I was a senior in high school, I taught kids how to weld in ag class. So I've done not manual labor. When I think of manual labor, I think of what my dad does. I'm nowhere near that. I just help as much as I can, and I try. And it's fun. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's a lot of blue-collar women out there who are also feminine. And so I just think that you should embrace your own individuality. You should be yourself. And don't worry about what anybody else said, because these folks talking about me and think they're going to offend me, that ship sailed a long time ago. I've been getting picked on my whole life. I grew up around men. Well. So don't be scared to build your own box and don't try to fit in anybody else's. Be your own person and you'll be happier in the long run because of that. And don't worry about what anybody else has to say. Hope y'all have a good one.
Damn, I want some cornbread.
I'm hankering for some hush puppies right about now. I want hush puppies. I want some deep fried hush puppies. I just want hush puppies. Yeah. Here's so can I veer a little ADHD here, but stay on topic? At least try to.
Absolutely.
Let's
fucking do it.
Let's go.
Let's try that for a change.
Okay. So we're all about embracing individuality. Like if you're a man, you could be a woman. If you're a woman, you could be a man. You could be a cat. You could be a dog. You could be a fucking camel. Yet this woman just simply wants to be a feminine woman and build things. And yet it's a problem. It's a problem. The manosphere needs to go. The manosphere needs to go. And I'm tired of the manosphere. I've had enough of the manosphere. I'm trying to start a Twitter fight with this one guy now. I'm really trying my best. Dude, this guy, I want to just delve into this idiot. Brokeback Mountain over here. Oh my God. This guy, this guy pissed me off to no end. Let me pull it. Why is my internet sucking right now? It was doing so good all day. Hold on. Let me pull this up. Oh, that's us. Hey, I'm on my own feed. That's pretty awesome. Oh, here it is.
That's
Good old
pretty cool.
broke back over here. Here we go. Boom. Okay, I'm sharing. I'm gonna share some stuff here. Okay. So
Fucking, I
went in on Coach Frizo. Bodybuilding is the dumbest thing on earth. If you've been following me for a little while, you know I'm completely against bodybuilding. Why is this? Because bodybuilding is too appearance oriented. I want you guys to go and harass this. I'm not calling for that, but if you want to just tell them your opinion, go ahead. Don't harass them. I would never recommend that. They think they're tough and masculine because they pick up a couple of weights and have big muscles. Honestly, it just makes me laugh. You see, I've worked as a carpenter, built a house with my own hands, his hands, in the freezing rain. Now he speaks to men daily. That's not gay at all.
Not a shock.
Who runs 6, 7, 8-figure businesses. Oh, that would be me, but I'm in the 9-figure range. Bitch, on top of taking care of their family.
Name one.
Yeah,
Name
and
one.
push it even further.
Have one person come through and say that you're their coach. Have one.
But he's seen all fields: physical labor, business, fighting. Ooh, bodybuilders couldn't last a day in any of them. I have video proof. It's all looks, no skill, no problem solving, no character. Literally everybody could to the gym, build big muscles. Really? You haven't, bitch. Yeah. Not impressive at all. And then then TP2. Really, I think really take the piss. They oil up and pose in a glitter thong. Okay, my thong does not have glitter on it.
No,
it is. It is just shiny.
Not the one you show everybody.
No, that's the one I just keep for you, Alan. And still have the audacity to call themselves real men. And then he posts a Brokeback Mountain picture.
He's on a pony.
What the fuck kind of horse is that? What is that? And what is he wearing? What is that with the orange cup?
Oh my God! Like a kid's birthday party or something? Like what the
fuck? Bro, I had to. So I'm like, I need to go in. So I put, is this a challenge? Shitting on an entire group of athletes who set goals and reach them is ignorant and stupid. I'm an IFBB pro. I've also been on the Inc. 500 list 9 times in multiple companies, not to brag. Athletically, I took 7 years off bodybuilding to box and came back to earn my IFBB pro card. I might not be an online trainer who helps entrepreneurs reach 50% body fat by trade, but this blanket insult is stupid. But you're an online coach, so I guess you're superior. By the way, here he is.
Yeah.
Oh, he's not following anybody because he's above everybody. He's I mean, just look at this loser. I'm sorry. I hate him. I don't. And everything he's shitting on bodybuilders. He has more posing stuff in here than I do. Yeah. What is this? Trying to look tough?
Fucking crazy.
And look, he's coaching people into being that's bodybuilding, Alan. That's bodybuilding. Yeah. Bodybuilding doesn't mean you go on stage. I mean, no. I don't like this guy. I dislike him immensely. There's nothing you say to make me like him. I'm sorry. He just shit on my entire sport, dude.
Well, I'm going to visit his page later. So
I think we already shit on him enough.
Yeah.
We got like 462 people hearing us shit on him right now.
That's awesome.
When did that happen? When did people start watching our shit?
I don't know.
That's not including Rumble. By the way, follow us on Rumble in case YouTube decides to nuke us.
Yeah, no shit. Because the topic we're about to talk about is the one I'm worried about. All this shit's been okay. So.
Wait, I don't even know what wait, hold on. Let me check what that is. I'm kind of scared.
The girl fight.
Oh, but we're not going to post the video. That's what got us last time. And we were able to we were monetized. I think we're good. Like, as long as we don't honestly, I don't even know what the rules are anymore. So it changes by the hour, but it seems like we've already been demonetized. All we've talked about is hot Southern chicks. Yeah. We've already got, they just take away our opening money.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what we've talked about that before. That's what they want to do. So
find us on Rumble.
Yeah, find us on Rumble.
Rumble is the way to go.
On my Twitter right now, the MFing COO. If you guys aren't following me, please do. I have a video that was posted earlier, yesterday, I believe, earlier today, and it's a video of these 2 teen girls get into an altercation, right? And I own I wear a shirt that says "Stay Violent." So I do believe that sometimes violence is the answer. However, you know, the the thing about it is there's a difference between violence and trying to murder someone. Okay,
Yeah.
and this young lady uh, got this other woman down, got on top of her, grabbed her by the head, and started pounding her head on the ground. And that's just you guys can go watch it. It's that graphic. They show it. It's horrible. And I made the statement, and I did not think I'd catch this much slack for this, but this just goes how weak society is. But I do mean this. If my daughter was the one who's like, because I've heard she's either, put it this way, she's either dead, or there is going to be some very serious, like she's never going to be the same. Like she was left twitching on the ground from her head being beat on the ground, and nobody helped her. No people were filming it. Nobody helped. So here's my stance, and I think this is a good forewarning for everybody too. But if that was my child, um, I'd be wiping out her whole family fucking line.
Yep.
And we need to get here real quick, people, as a society, because everybody's like, well, the justice system, this, the justice system, you kill my child, you avoided your life. If my child if you murder my child, I'm letting you know that you avoided your own life, and I am coming. And
Yep.
anybody that gets in my way, they're a party to it. And I would do my time in jail, and with a smile on my face, because frankly, your child's dead. There's not much worth, I mean, your child gets murdered. I'm not. My life is over anyway.
Oh, I'm done.
Frankly.
I'm done. You might as well
Yeah.
just kill me. You might as well just
Yeah.
take me out. You might as well just take me out.
I'm gonna go out with a blaze, and I think other men should. If you're a real father and somebody tries to murder your child, you end their existence. And I'm not joking. Like I'm not playing. This is like, I joke a lot, but I'm not playing. Men need to get there. This is our fucking job. This is what we're fucking here to do. Like, this is what we're supposed to do. Somebody tries to hurt your wife, hurt your family, hurt your circle, you should fucking take it upon yourself. And everybody's like, the justice system. Fuck that. The justice system. Okay, somebody tries to murder my child or murders my child, and then they go to jail for 5-10 years because my child's life is only worth 5 to 10 years of their life. Bullshit. One. And two, now my taxes have to in some way go support that fucking person. That's not fucking happening at all. Like, so this is my suggestion to men out there. Any real man. If somebody tries to hurt your baby, pull their breathing card.
We
Because
end.
it needs to happen.
Honestly, a lot of societal issues end real quick with that. I'm just
Yep.
being real, and I'm as anti-aggression as they come. I did a post today about not being in a fight outside of a boxing ring since I was 16 years old. And I truly believe you should avoid violence at all costs. But I also believe that when it comes to family, you need to take sometimes look, justice. How do I put this? Justice just, there's no such thing as enough justice for what happened to this young lady. There just isn't.
No, there's not.
And so as someone with kids, yeah, there's not an army in the world that can hold me back from doing what I need to do.
Not at all. And the kind of disappointing thing I found in going back and forth about this is there are so many comments from like people like, oh, you shouldn't do that. You'll end up in jail. So fucking what, you pussy? Like,
Yeah.
I mean, what is wrong with these people? Like, that's what I don't get. Like, to me, like, I can tell you this. My father, if I would have said anything else like that, my father would probably, he's 80 years old. He'd probably punch me square in the fucking face still if I wouldn't. You know what I mean? Like that. We need to we seriously need men to start acting like men again. I know some of you guys want to wear dresses and shit like that. That doesn't mean you don't act like a man when you need to. Like somebody hurts your baby, you take this needs to go. And this is no shit. This Mark said it right. This would end a lot of fucking shit about children. The shit that we have gone through with children in the last 4 years. I think both me and you, like about 3 years ago, were like, hey, watch out, they're starting to come for your kids. Like as soon as they started talking about kids for this jab, I was like, it's going to get fucking ugly.
Oh no, I would have. I've said this a million times. They would have come to us, said they have to get it. I'm gonna be like, well, you're gonna have to kill me.
Yeah.
You're just gonna have to. I'm not doing it. They don't. Even if it is safe enough, they don't need it, and it's not gonna help anybody else. It's not a societal benefit. So that's when I knew, and I'm like, no, this is what I think men used to have to choose things that they are willing to die for, and it just seems that I see too many videos where men are. They're letting things happen to their family that they should prevent. And I don't want to victim shame. I don't want to be that guy, but sometimes you just got to be willing to go.
Yeah.
And
sometimes you got to be ready.
I'm always willing to go. I'm always willing to go. If I'm with my family and there was one time that my son we were at a soccer. My son went to the car. He was changing and it was parked at Campton United in Illinois. And this dude came up to the car. I don't know what his intentions are, but I just had surgery. I just had my abdominal surgery. I was ready to rip everything out. He went up to the car, he said he was tying his shoe or something. And I ran as fast as I could because Thomas called me. And I ran out and I chased him. And then he starts filming me. Like, I'm like, dude, you stay away from my fucking car. You can put this on the internet right now. I will kill you. And it never went out, but I have no doubt this guy had bad intentions, human trafficking, whatever it was.
Yeah.
But at that point, I was ready to kill. And I know what my reaction would be. And that was in a situation where I was on bed rest. I wasn't even supposed to be out of the house. But nothing will stop me from protecting my child. And you see that video of the couple in the UK who's walking with their kids. A woman stabs their kid in the face. And the guy's just like, I'm like, I don't care if a woman does that, a man or a leprechaun, that person is ended. Even if my kid is just a superficial wound, that's when I'm going and I'm not stopping until you're not there anymore. Until your soul leaves your body and goes straight to hell. I'm sorry, I'm done. I'm not doing that. And I don't see that anymore though.
No, that's a sad thing.
But it's society. It's not just here, dude. Cernovich had a great post today about, and we were actually going back and forth retweeting each other. By the way, thank you. He's doing me much more of a favor than I'm doing him because he's Mike Cernovich, and he's got a much larger following, and he's the reason I'm on Twitter. And people are like, oh man, Cernovich says, I'm like, Cernovich can do the weirdest, worst thing in the world, and he's still my guy. He is still my guy. I mean, he's still my guy. I'm so loyal to Mike Cernovich, and Mike Cernovich did a thing about basically there's a bunch of fat dudes getting these food aid packages we're sending to Palestine.
Right.
And they keep sending us pictures of starving kids. He's like, how are we supposed to believe that they're starving if there's fat dudes?
Yeah.
He has a good point.
It's a very good point. When I read
either they're lying about starving kids or these grown-ass men are eating before the children. And then someone posted, I don't know if it's true, someone with more knowledge of the area, because I'm American, I give a shit about anything but America. In that culture, men eat first, and then women second, sons third, daughters fourth. I don't know if that was some racist shit someone was posting, but it appears that something has to be correct. Something has to be correct. And I don't know which side is. Oh, here it is. Here's Cernovich. I'm going to bring up Cernovich's post if that's okay, Alan.
Yeah,
let me pop that in here because Cernovich is my guy. By the way, if you don't like Cernovich, unfollow me. That's my guy. It's my fucking guy. All right, here we go. All right, so Cernovich said, I would like to know why so many men in Gaza look well-fed, some outright fat and chubby, when there are claims that children are starving. Do the men all steal the food? Is there a culture of feeding the elderly and women? These are questions Americans have. Well, you scarf wearers, which one is it?
Scarf wearers.
Well, that's what Cernovich called him that. I didn't make that up.
That's fucking funny.
No, I want to know. I'd be pissed off if the Israelis were doing that. I'd be pissed just as much. Like this is, I am completely, unequivocally unbiased towards who I call out. Whether it's Jews, Arabs, blacks, whites, Chinese, I don't care. If you're starving children so grown-ass military-age men can get fat, sorry, you're not my friend.
No, hell no. The thing about it is, I don't. People, they're acting like it's starving over in Ukraine. I've also seen pictures of their like the nightlife in their cities. You know, they're supposedly at war, but yet they have a pumping nightlife and everything like that's going on. So, I mean, it's literally a money laundering country. That's all it is. It's a money laundering
Well,
country.
Cernovich was on fire because he also had some amazing takes today. And I'm not just hanging on Cernovich's balls right now, but he's had some of his best takes, and that's saying a lot. Some of his best takes have been today. Here's another one. Let me pull this up.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, we're actually looking like we do this shit for real, man. We're looking like we know how to podcast. The Ukrainian men who couldn't afford to leave when the war began, blah, 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 are being rounded up like stray dogs and sent to die. The ones who are left are being hunted down as well. Anyone telling you that Ukrainian support for the war is a fraud and a demon? Ukrainians do not support the war.
They don't.
They don't. But they're also rich as hell right now, man. The ones who are there.
Not the people.
No, of course not.
The government's rich as hell, but not the people. You know?
Do you know what a hit we took to OnlyFans when that war happened, dude? Like Ukraine and Russia, hottest OnlyFans girls, I hear. I don't pay $9.99 a month for any of them.
Yeah,
I promise.
Crazy, but the thing about it is like if you talk to people from over there, they don't want shit to do. Like the people of these two countries don't want to fight each other. They don't they don't at all. The people of the countries don't want to fight each other at all. They have relatives, a lot of them, that go back and forth amongst like Ukrainian and Russian, you know, so they don't want to fight. This is all government shit. This is all NATO. Like, and anybody that thinks it's not NATO is an idiot. It's NATO. NATO is trying to incite Russia and China into a fucking war. And then they're going to be like, oh, Russia and China are so evil. I don't know why they would do this. Like they're trying to do it. Like that's what they tried to do with Russia and Ukraine. And don't get me wrong, I don't give a fuck. Like I don't give a fuck about Ukraine. I don't give a fuck about Russia. I don't give a fuck about Israel. I don't give a fuck about Palestine. I don't give a fuck about any of these fucking countries. But if you're going to fucking start putting bases and military on his border when he has told you not to, this is like nobody should be surprised by this. I think I said in early 2021, I was like, why are we trying to pick a fight with Russia? Like we are weak as fuck right now, and all this does is push Russia into the arms of China. That's all this does, you know. And that's what we do not want that. At some point in time, here's the real deal. At some point in time, China's going to go after Taiwan too, and you know what we're going to do? Nothing.
Nope, we can't.
Nothing.
Our military is depleted. But I would like, can we take a pause? This is the most live viewers we've ever had during one of our lives. And I would like to say that if you follow me, be sure to follow Alan Roberts at the MFing COO. And I am at Marc Lowblinder. So guys, thank you so much for joining in. This is amazing. And Hannah, if you're watching, I'm not stalking you, I promise. You don't need to call the police or place a TRO on me. I'm just simple. I'm a happily married man who is just pointing out just truth and facts. And I live in a planet where we can call it what it is. Okay. I think she's a throwback to before everything was Botox and lip fillers. And those are good. Those are fine. But natural beauty seems hard to come by. And women who have natural beauty seem to want to enhance it. And it ends up screwing it up. Their lips end up being like this thick. You're like, what's going on? It's like they're talking like,
It's very strange. I don't understand why people do that to their faces. I mean, we put a lot of pressure on women and everything like that, but a lot of that pressure is not really societal. A lot of it like this is the fucked up thing. The societal pressure to be, to be skinny, the societal pressure to look a certain way, the societal pressure to wear makeup. Well, over skinny, as a newsflash, men don't even like that. Men like women that have like some muscle to their legs and stuff like that. Most men do. It's actually biologically hardwired that we would look for strong thighs, strong hips, butt, that sort of thing, right? But because it's good for raising a child and as well as being ambulatory and healthy, right? So the extras uber thin, that's not men. Does everybody get that, right? Like when the heroin chic shit was going on in the early 2000s, that was not men. Men were looking at fitness models back then. like because the fitness models hadn't reached the point where they had full penises yet. But the 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 and you know it. But it really was like, that's a fashion industry thing for the heroin chic thing. Just like the fashion industry also tried to tell you that fat women were attractive when we know they're not. Like it's the ridiculous shit like that. When women are the people that say, "Look at my makeup tutorial, you have to buy this makeup." Do you know what makeup I like my wife to wear? None. I don't want her
Yeah.
I don't want her slathering carcinogenic chemicals on her face for appearance. Like, hey baby, I love how you look like anyway without it. I definitely don't want you putting on the cancer lotion. You know what I mean? Like it's fucking crazy,
Yeah, my wife just, I mean, my wife's just comfortable, and I like that. She's not going to spend 12 hours putting on makeup and doing this and that, and luckily, my daughter's the same way, and that's fine. They're confident and comfortable, and that's good. That means they're strong women. That to me is a good sign of being a strong, healthy, independent woman. I'm great with that. Like this is what is this, International Women's Month?
Mm-hmm.
So I am celebrating natural women with vaginas.
Well, I'm a black woman, so it's one of my months. So
you are kind of like a white man or a black woman trapped inside a white man's body.
Yeah.
So you got that, and your hair is like that chick in Congress, the one who looks like Steve Harvey, whatever that girl's name is. Yeah.
Right. I shout a lot. I am angry. I have a lot to say. I can snap.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I have a lot to say, and I shout a lot. So whenever somebody tries to say like, "Oh, it's like stereotypical black woman behavior," I'm like, "That sounds like me." So I'm a black woman. And by the way, if you don't think I'm a black woman, you're a racist piece of shit, and then you owe me reparations.
Well, are you trans racist and transgender at the same time?
I guess I am right now.
That is so brave of you. So stunning.
I am double trans. I am the bravest. I am the
you're
bravest
bi-trans.
of the brave.
Oh, I love it. Yeah. I love it. I love it.
Trans.
I've always wanted to date a
trans. Yes.
I've always wanted to date a black woman with pale skin and a penis. Yeah. I mean, what? This is a thing.
This is now a thing. It's a thing. I'm a black woman.
So let's get back to the fight. So there's another thing at play that I know is really hard to talk about, and that's why we're going to talk about it. Yeah. If it was a white girl who killed a black girl,
right,
there'd be riots across the country, and everybody knows it. And I think it's sad because we should mourn every death, whether it's white or black. But it seems like did you read what Libs of TikTok, Haya, posted about the University of Arizona? They literally are teaching that white people are privileged and that we're basically subhuman because of our privilege. And that's how I'm reading it due to this DEI crap. So what happens in a society where everybody, including half of the white population who happen to be Democrats, think that white people deserve to be beaten and killed? What happens in that? Because that's the message I'm getting, is that there was one where they posted, I saw this reaction. That video we were talking about that we're not going to show because we love having our channels on other places than Rumble, but Rumble's a great spot. Is that this one girl posted, it's like somebody's like, "Where's the uproar?" And a girl who happened to be of darker complexion, not sure what her nationality was, post, "Why should we GAF about her? She's white."
Jesus.
So I want to know if this is simply the internet or if people genuinely think that it's okay to kill and hurt white people because of some shit some people did in 1800. I really want to know how widespread this belief is, because they do those man on campus, and there's a lot of white liberal girls like, "Oh yeah, that's fine. Oh, I deserve it. I'm white." It's like, I don't deserve shit. My family wasn't here till the 70s. Like, what? Right. What the fuck? What is wrong with you people? And no, I don't mean you people. Don't get me on that one. People. But what's wrong with you white women? What's wrong with you?
People?
I don't think that
I'm a black woman.
I don't think that we should ever get to a point where it's okay to kill a race because they were born. I was born white. Like, I wasn't born a slave owner. Like, my family we even if we were back then, we couldn't afford slaves. Like, I mean,
well, here's my thing. Are they gonna also retroactively go back to Africa and find the black people that sold their ancestors into slavery?
well, that's what's, you know what, Liberia. So Liberia was actually a go back to Africa state. Like, I think isn't the capital's named after, is it Madison? So the capital is actually named after a U.S. president. And Liberia is war torn, known for General Butt Naked. We've talked about on this podcast before, whose men all fought. His men fought in dresses, and after they killed people, they ate them.
Yeah. Well, did you hear about barbecue in Haiti right now?
Oh my God, barbecue is right up there with Butt Naked. They're eating people.
Have you guys heard? If you guys haven't heard about this, Haiti, the country that America for some reason decided that they were going to intercede in for years. We've done such a good job interceding in it that the crime families have taken over this. Basically the criminal syndicate of Haiti has taken over. The prime minister has fled the country, and there are cannibalistic mobs eating people.
Huh.
Welcome to the 2020s.
Well, I mean, can't you get like some disease from eating people? Isn't there a disease? There's like some disease. I saw it in The Walking Dead.
I would hope. I would hope that you.
I need to look this up, Alan.
Dude, do you really want what happens when you eat human meat on your fucking search history?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, they're ready, dude. Do you even know what I search? What did I search the other day? And I sent it. You're like, what the hell are you searching? Oh, it's called. Oh, here we go. Here we go. We're gonna share this tab. Got it. Okay. Did I get it?
It's fucking yes, it causes insanity. Jessica, I don't want to know how you know this. Because this is weird information to have. I'm just saying. Like, but Haiti has devolved because basically United States interference for years. But the prime minister has fled, and the criminal cartels have taken over. So cannibal and rape gangs are just roaming around the fucking the country. Welcome to what California is going to look like in a couple fucking years, if we don't fucking watch it, because it's the world is so fucking smack ass crazy right now. I can't even go. Oh shit! And Mark left us. So, are you still here, Mark? So I don't know if he'll come back or not. Prylon is the name of it. Thank you very much. Prylon is the name of the disease that you get when you eat human flesh. The things you learn on this. So apparently that's not what. Apparently that's what happened to one of the Rockefellers. Oh, Jesus! You mean the people that own the healthcare industry? I mean, a lot of people don't realize that either. But the healthcare industry was irreparably changed from a neuropathic one, like a naturopathic one. Excuse me, naturopathic one, to pharmaceutically based and treatment based by the Rockefellers, because they own most of the medical schools and most of the pharmaceutical industry. So that was done a while ago. Preston Scholes, I don't doubt it causes insanity, but you might be a bit insane if you're eating human flesh. Right? Like what comes first? The insanity of like, wow, I'm so crazy, I'm going to eat human flesh, or the insanity from the prion disease for after you eat human flesh? Because unless it's being fed to you and you don't know it, there's a fucking huge chance you're not very fucking sane if you're eating human flesh. Or at least I mean, by my definition of sanity. So, oh, he was eaten by a tribe he was researching. Oh, well, it's just one less Rockefeller. We could do with a lot less. Couldn't happen to a nicer person. Just saying. That's some crazy shit. So the last thing Mark and I were going to talk about, it is deeply taboo in civil cultures. Eating other people, I would say, is deeply taboo. Yes, I would agree that it's deeply taboo. But let me hang on a second. Let's see if he texted. Oh, I hope he's all right. Joking. He might have had something happen at his house. I don't know. I think of something that can happen if you use human feces as fertilizer too, but I'm not positive. I'm not going to have to worry about that shit either. Anyway, but the last thing we were going to talk about is Donald Trump being at the UFC 299. So I know that a lot of like mostly woke liberal people don't like this, and trust me, I'm a constitutionalist, so I've got my own issues with Donald Trump. But here is, hang on a second. Not his fault he was born rich. Your logic. It is his fault that he didn't speak out against his family. My logic. I don't care if he's born rich. I don't care how much money he has. It's what they do to people. The Rockefellers are fucking horrible people. They've led to millions and millions and millions of deaths because we don't try to fucking prevent disease. We try to just cure it. We try to just treat it. So, however it is, however it goes, I don't know. Anyway, whoop, his internet went out. Oh shit, that's fucking crazy. But Trump, and I'm going to say this for the just billionth time. He's your nominee. Republicans, get in fucking line. All right? Please. Because I'm going to say this one goddamn time. One goddamn time. While Donald Trump is in fact not my choice, I would much rather have like somebody, I don't know, that is, you know, not Donald Trump because he's 80 fucking years old. We need some younger people in there. And realistically, we need somebody that's not going to try to actually knock on the fucking the rest of the people that are there to help him. Like the way he campaigns drives me crazy. But he is going to be the nominee. And I've said it from the beginning. It is time to fall in line. We cannot have another 4 years of whatever the fuck this is. It's not viable to have another 4 years of this. We will not make it as a country. We will absolutely not make it. So it is time to fall in line. Period. You know, I mean, it's just, it is time to fall in line and elect somebody that can get us through the next 4 years and make sure that that person understands that what happened in 2020 can never happen again. And I understand that that's the problem, because if all of a sudden we get another pandemic, he might be like, oh my God, we need to close everybody down again because that worked so well last time. But we can reach that when we come to, oh, here he is.
My internet went out right when I was looking up cannibalism. I think it's the CIA.
Dude, it's the CIA.
I had to reset my modem. They're like, he can't be known about that friggin' cannibalism.
Yeah.
How long was I?
Did
I miss anything?
But 4 or 5 minutes. I was just talking about Trump. You know, it's time for people to fall in line. People are like, the feds cut his Wi-Fi.
Yeah, I think they did. Did you see the video on Trump though? Did you play that yet?
No, I did not. I was waiting for you.
Yeah. Oh, that's so nice of you.
Yeah.
I gotta find that was odd. It just right when I brought up the friggin' the cannibals, that's when they got me, bro. They got me. Dude, it was straight up scary right at that time. Well, let's go to Benny Johnson, our favorite masculine male.
Yeah, Benny.
Benny's got us, bro. Sorry about that, guys. I blame the feds. I shouldn't do that.
Dude.
Shut me. You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Also making his way to the octagon, the 45th president of the United States of America, Donald J. Trump, flanked by UFC CEO Dana White.
That's insane.
Yeah.
And lost in the country is just how big President Trump.
And then he goes and sees Nick Bosa. Mm-hmm. Oh, there's Dave Portnoy. Bunch of rich people.
Yeah.
Okay, dude. You know, that is energy, bro.
You know, the worst part about it is the rich people he was talking to are like, fuck, now everybody's going to give me a hard time that I'm friends with about talking to Donald Trump.
What? I don't think people care anymore. Nick Bosa, Burrow was there. Like, these are legit, like, athletes who don't care. They don't care. They want to. They don't care if they're seen with Trump. Like, it was awesome. And I mean, here's what I love. I don't even care for Trump. You guys know that. But I love the fact that the media hates him and everybody's like, we don't care what you say. Blast us all you want. I'm going to say hi to the 45th president of the United States. I'm going to show him some love, show him some respect. I'm going to dap him up. I might or might not vote for him. But guess what? I want to meet the 45th president of the United States. That was awesome.
I upset a few people in our chat, by the way. I just want to let you know.
I leave for 5 minutes, Alan.
It's what I do. I don't fall in line for anyone. I'm voting for him based on my own mixed thoughts on him. So you're falling in line. Okay, good. The thing is, I understand what you're saying, but everybody should fall in line if you don't want to fucking be slaves. I'm just saying that right now.
We need to vote for Trump.
You need to vote for Trump, or it's slavery. These are your fucking options. Okay, slavery, mean tweets. Starvation and cannibal gangs in America, orange hair. Like, I mean, fucking pick one, bitches. It's not that hard,
I love the fact that we have over 800 live viewers.
Yeah, holy shit, dude.
I think we might be onto something here.
So 8 o'clock at night.
I mean, seriously, this is great. So here's my look, man. Like, I understand RFK. I look, man. After the whole vaccine thing, what does he offer other than vaccine? He's pro-Israel, so he's going to be sending money to Israel. Right. He's not going to end the war. Like, the Kennedys aren't really known for ending wars. It's not their thing. I like RFK. I like the fact that he injects testosterone. I like the fact that he bench presses. I like the fact that he has a six-pack. I like the fact that he wants people to make their own medical choices. But at the end of the day, Cernovich, again, Mike has been on fire. I could just read his shit all day and be happy. He's a shit lib. He's a classical shit lib, but he's an old school shit lib where the shit libs have gotten so shitty that he's not even shit lib as shit lib. So he's just a normal guy, but he's just a shit lib.
Yeah. I mean, I've been known before 2020. I was classically known as liberal. I purposely didn't talk about politics on the fitness channel because most of my crowd I realized were like kind of middle of the way or conservatives, but I've always been a classic liberal, Wow, I did Timcast to watch tonight. Hell fucking yeah. What's up, Tim?
No, Tim's our guy. We like Tim. We like Tim. We like the entire crew. And by the way, all of us are available. You can rewatch any of us. So I encourage you to go back and watch Tim. Yeah. He's the one guy I watch at least one video from every day. At least one.
I do too.
I love the guy.
I was saying, yeah, I was just playing. I think he's amazing, frankly, for what he's done, because he was one of the first ones that came out and that mentioned Civil War and all sorts of shit. So, I mean, it's the same thing with anybody. I don't agree with everything anybody says 100%. But Tim, I saw you on for Luke. You were on Luke's show not too long ago. You guys fucking killed it. What a great show. What a great show. But you've been making your rounds.
Me?
Yeah.
Luke's great. So I'm gonna go back. I still got to send that text tonight. But they definitely, one of the chats was like, hey, we need to have Mark's bro Alan on. I'm like, yeah. And so I'm going to go back for sure in the next 2-3 weeks. Great spot. Luke's good people. Stephanie's great. And so did I tell you this? I sent you the truck, right? So so Steph comes and picks me up from the airport. And so I'm like, well, this is great. I'm looking just to, a girl's picking me up. That's fine. I didn't think twice about it. So I'm looking for her. And of course I get lost because that's what I do. And she's like, oh, you're in departures, not arrivals. I'm like, fuck. So I go downstairs, get there. And she's like, yeah, I'm in a big black truck. So I walk out, I look to the left, I look to the right, start walking. And on the back of this big truck, it says unvaxxed sperm, $7,000 per load. And awesome. I open the door and and Steph used to be a runway model. She's gorgeous. And she picks me up and I'm like, this is not what I expected. I'm like,
outstanding.
I'm like, so how do you like driving this car? She's like, it's okay. I'm like, does anybody do it to say anything? She's like, it's Florida, I didn't realize it because she was sitting down. She steps out of the car. She's like 6 feet tall.
Oh, geez.
And I'm not 6 feet tall. And I'm like, holy shit.
Is it Miami?
Like, yeah, it's in, it's right outside Miami. So it was such a good time. I mean, good people, good time. Luke is crazy like us. We went and we did some tactical shooting at night. It was fun.
Nice.
Yeah,
nice.
Luke's good people. Like Luke's the kind of guy who you could tell your utmost dirty secrets to, and he will keep them. Like Luke's a real G. Like he's the guy.
Good.
He's him. He's a real legit dude. He cares about what he does. He has pride. He has ethics. Like these are good people. They're such good people. Then I met Jake Shields. And
That's
so
awesome.
I'm with, and so it was funny because what's this? So this dude, Luke's friend is actually a straight up Orthodox Jew. His name is Andrew Meyer. Follow him. I'll post his shit on my Twitter. I'll shout him out. So Andrew's this like, he's a straight Jewish guy. He just got back from Israel. He's got that. He's wearing a regular hat because he had to go home early because it was Shabbat that night. And so you have Jake Shields, Luke, Steph, and then you have Liberty Lockdown. You got why am I blanking on his name?
Liberty Lockdown.
Liberty Lockdown. Yeah, so he's there. Follow him at that. So he's great. Clint. So Clint's there. And then Jake Shields walks in. He's got the big cauliflower fucking ear, because he's like a fight. Like his left ear is like this big with cauliflower. And Jake walks in. So it's like a joke. 2 Jews, 2 libertarians, and a Palestine supporter walk into a room. And the jokes were just, so people would think that, you got an Orthodox Jew and Jake Shields, that it'd be weird. But it's not weird because everybody there is good people. We hugged, we made jokes, we had laughs. It was great. And this is my people. We could disagree on things. We can agree on things. But at the end of the day, we're just bros and we're going to talk it out. And we all knew that Jake could kill all of us at the same time.
Right.
Yeah. So even if I did disagree with Jake, I would never, ever say it.
Yeah, no. I mean, but the funny thing is like I've seen his stuff on on the Israel and Palestine and Jews and stuff like that. I don't get the impression he's like it's a dislike of all Jews.
No.
The generalizations are what I find a little odd. But at the same time, I think he judges individuals on individual merit. But he like the generalizations of what he says, I find people having a hard time arguing. Like, he's saying Jewish people run Hollywood. Well, fucking Jewish people run Hollywood. That's not really a fucking.
Not me. Just the people in Hollywood are Jewish. So I'm going to bring him up. I know we try to keep this an hour, but we were a couple minutes late. So let's give him a couple of minutes. Do you have a couple extra minutes?
Yeah.
Lucas, I'm going to bring him up. Lucas Gage. He's actually a friend. I consider him a friend. But some of the things he says go over the top, I believe. I think. And I don't know if he means it because I've had legit private conversation with the guy. None recently. We haven't had a chance to talk, but like sometimes he'll write things like all Jews are Zionists. It's like, well, no, I'm an Americanist. Like you can't say that. But I think, and if Lucas sees this, and I know someone's going to send it to him, like, correct me if I'm wrong, but like, I don't think that Lucas actually believes that I'm something different. And I'm ethnically, my 23andMe on this phone, I can show you right now, says I'm an Ashkenazi Jew. So I'm Jewish. I don't practice. But I really think what's happening with Lucas, and again, if I'm wrong, I apologize up and down, is I think he's getting caught in the algorithm. And I think he's getting caught chasing likes for being very extreme. Because this is a man who I've talked to. He loves his family. He's a good dude at heart. And I mean this. I've told you this offline. Because I've said some shit he says. Yeah, I've been on his podcast. We've both been, and I think we both really like him as a person. But some of the things he says, he gets death threats. But some of the things he says, I'm like, I can imagine if someone feels really strongly the other way, there's going to be some things said that shouldn't be said. And there's things, but it's almost to the point where I'm reading it, I'm like, I'm not going to text and be like, bro, seriously? Do you mean that? But yeah, it seems like people get caught up in the algorithm and they just become extreme. But I don't want to be the guy. If you guys, he's been kicked off of Twitter. I think he's back in a couple months. He's been March,
kicked off of Instagram too. Like I think
but he has a backup account. I'm following his back. I follow all his accounts. I mean, he's a friend. I consider him a friend. But again, it just shows you that I can kind of look past things I I don't know if thing is, I don't know if those are actually his feelings. Does that make sense? Like it almost seems like he's gotten caught up in this movement. And those are things that I don't think he's a hateful person at heart. I don't
know. Like, I mean, I would go on his podcast again if he'd want me. I would definitely ask him
same.
like I would definitely ask him why he's like knowing you, because he knows you, why he would say that shit. Because I just don't like. I've got this weird thing, right? Like I know it sounds weird because like this is such a throwback, but I really don't judge people on their ethnicity because you're not from there. You know what I mean? Like,
except for Italians.
Well,
my wife's Italian.
we have our we have the monthly meeting and shit like that. That's why. So
they eat pizza.
They eat pizza at the monthly meeting. But but the thing is, like, I find it to be like some of the shit he's written. I'm just like, I find it to be inflammatory on purpose, like you're saying. But sometimes you're gonna fucking like he's gonna write some checks that he's eventually gonna have to cash.
I hope not.
And
he has a family. I seriously like the guy.
Oh, and that's what I'm saying too. Like maybe you shouldn't be trying to paint an entire race of people as like how he's painting them, because he's like he makes it sound like you guys are just like Jewish people are just subhuman sometimes, and that gets under my skin. And the problem is, like, I'd love to go on his podcast again, but if it would, I could also see it if it went the wrong way, him like booting me off his podcast because I don't play well with others.
Well, I hope it's hyperbole, and I hope but I actually a couple months ago, it was probably 6 months ago, I texted him after he got like a death threat. And it was a really, really scary one. And I'm like, Lucas, I'm messaging you. I think it was a text. It was an actual like phone text. If I'm not mistaken, I could be mistaken. And I'm like, dude, I want you to be careful for your family. He's like, no, it needs to be said. It doesn't mean this, that. I'm not going to. And he asked me, he said, can I post this? I stand behind every word I say. And I was kind of offended that he'd say that, because that was a me and him conversation. Right. And I said, you could post whatever you want, dude. And that was the last time I messaged him, because when he's trying to, I saw that, like, that's like, Alan, the shit we tweet to each other or we text each other could put us all in prison. Like, I mean, dude, and it would ruin our reputations. But like when he asked that, I'm like, so your first inclination to me being concerned about you and your family's well-being is, can I post this? And then people knew it was me, because what other Jewish friend has he been publicly friends with? And at that point, I'm like, do what you need to do. Have a nice day. And I didn't make it seem like I was a bit weird about it, but it did kind of set me back a little. Like, I think this guy's just trying to use the Jewish thing to elevate his social media status.
Very likely.
I hope so.
You know, I mean, you and I talk about the grift. I mean, shit, that like the grift is important. Which shit, we're talking about politics right now. You know what I mean? Like, make no mistake about this, people. Like, you know, I think that I have valuable points. I think Marc has valuable points. But we're talking about this because people want to fucking listen. You know?
Yeah.
If nobody wanted to listen, Marc and I got other shit we could fucking do.
A lot. Yeah.
But
again, for the views we're getting tonight, I don't know, we're up to 870. We should go till midnight, Alan. This is great. We've never had this many people listen to us at once.
And bro,
crazy.
If you look at the breakdown, by the way, there's 444 people watching your Twitter. There's 367 people watching my Twitter. One person is watching Lober Lockdown, and 61 people are on my YouTube channel.
Twitter.
So this is Twitter, and it doesn't include the fucking Rumbles. But
yeah, Rumble's doing well too. We're doing well on Rumble too.
So this works for me.
It's the parallel economy, bro. We can't be banned on those two things for what we say. It's great.
Shit. I can say anything I want on those. But the thing is, like, I find a lot of them are like grift and say shit just to say shit, but then they get caught in the catch-22. Very, very few of them like will stand by their principle. I think that's one of the things that Jake Shields does really, really well, because he's like, I don't fucking care.
Because he can kill everybody. If you were Jake
yeah.
Shields, if I was Jake Shields, I would walk outside and say, I fuck everybody, fight me. And I'd be like, I can hurt. Like, this is a man. What is he, a 4-time world champion? Like, he's not only a fighter, he's like he's like 40, he's like 46, 45. He's older too.
God, he looks younger than that.
He said he's older than me. Wow. He's a legit dude. Like, I love this guy. Like, he's like, come to Vegas anytime. We'll get a workout in. And he goes to Flex Lewis's gym, who's a good friend of mine. And I'm like, yes, we need to go to Vegas. That's our next trip, dude. We're going to Vegas.
Okay. Shit. Fuck.
Maybe Hannah will come with. No, I'm just kidding.
Jesus.
No, I didn't say that. No. So Hannah, I believe her Twitter, she can't be tagged in it because I tried to tag her in this video so she could place that restraining order on me. But she's dude, I'm sorry. Like, for me, she's like the typical, she's like a good old fashioned American girl who could build stuff. And I'm not very handy. So like, when I'm looking for a woman, like, Katie can fix things. I can't do shit. I grew up in apartments, bro.
You grew up in apartments. I was actually my wife. I was just looking out. My wife was building a desk earlier. It's no shit. Like that's how it is.
We must be betas. I think we're gay.
Yeah. Well, that's fucked up. Because here's the thing. Like, we're getting just real quick. Let's talk about the Manosphere thing again before we got to go. Because the whole
873.
Yeah. So here's my thought on this. Right. Like, I have a video about this at one point in time because some dude a couple years ago said, like, men don't want, strong women or something like that, blah, blah, blah. And I kind of stated, like, out of like the people that I'm close with, like you, myself, like, and a few other people in my personal life, all of our wives help us run our businesses or run our businesses. And we're the one, like, my wife runs our businesses. I add the fucking swear words. I say it all the time, like, the thing is, I've got this saying. It's if you think real men don't want strong women, like, I wouldn't expect you to understand, because kings sit with queens. It's not for peasants to figure the fuck out, right? And like, that's my thing. Where this dude saying, like, he doesn't like this woman because she builds shit, like, and like, I just find it to be. We need to reject this metrosexual bullshit. Like, first of all, as a message to whatever to Timu Andrew Tate, whatever the fuck his name is,
but we like Andrew Tate.
Fucking Tate.
But we like Andrew Tate.
I don't mind him. He's shouted you out recently too. But here's the thing: you are not Andrew Tate. You bitch. Like, I mean, it's just like the people. It's when people like, people used to come to me like, you're like 5'6", you weigh 200 pounds, you're chubby, but you're going to start doing the Rock's diet because you want to look like the Rock. You're a dumb fuck. You're not the Rock. You're not going to look like the Rock if you eat what the Rock eats. You're going to end up 400 fucking pounds fat if you eat what the Rock eats, because you're not the fucking Rock.
You're not a genetic freak.
No, and all these guys that emulate Tate so much. You bitches are not Andrew Tate. Like, and you're not going to be. Figure out your own shit. When you got, like, look at him trying to emulate that dude. It's pathetic. It's that is the weakest bullshit I've ever fucking seen. Like, it's got to creep Tate out too. Like, if somebody like, shaved their head and fucking got my tattoos on them, I'd be like, you're weird, motherfucker. That's my thing. What the fuck you doing?
There's only one Andrew Tate, and Tristan is his own man. Like, the Tate brothers are different guys. They have the same swagger. They're obviously, like, my brother and me, we're very similar because we're brothers. But we're still, like, I'm not trying to be Aaron. Aaron's not trying to be me. But we're still very, like, but if you see us together, you're like, there's something alike about them. So Andrew and Tristan are alike, but they're different. Whereas this guy with the glasses and everything, even his pose, it's all Tate. Everybody is trying to emulate Tate because he's very successful doing what he's doing. Everybody's trying to do this whole, like, manosphere, this, like, but you can't do it because you're not Andrew Tate. There's only one Andrew Tate, and Andrew Tate is the best Andrew Tate that we will ever see. And Andrew Tate pulls it off, and you don't. And so stop trying so hard, because you're going to say some dumb shit you can't back up. By the way, Andrew Tate is a world champion kickboxer. So Andrew Tate can kick his ass.
You're not Andrew Tate. And I mean, it's weird. Like, if if you're such an awesome person, why don't you just want to be you? That's what I always don't get about these people. But listen, dude, I do need to run. So
if we went for 10 more minutes, we'd hit 900.
Let's do it.
No, that's not. It's good. It's good. You got to work. Okay. So we'll be back for sure. I'm in. Yeah, tomorrow's good. I'm in every day, but Thursday and Friday, because I'm taking Thomas to the National Wrestling Championships in Iowa. Awesome. Driving up there with his coach and his son. We're going to have a great time. If you happen to be by Cedar Falls, Iowa, please hit me up on the DM. I don't know if I'll be able, but if I'm going to a gym or something, I'll let you know where I'm at. Maybe we're grabbing a bite. I love meeting everybody out there. If you have a chance to go, it's going to be a zoo. Bunch of really the best youth wrestlers in the country will be there. It's the folk style championships. Very proud of Thomas for going there. Very proud of his teammates who will be joining us. We're just going there, supporting them, helping them make weight, do all that stuff. So, Alan, this has been a pleasure. Thank you for helping me figure out Rumble. One day I'll figure it out. Rumble makes everything so hard to convert to Rumble. By the way, Rumble.
No shit. Rumble. Yeah. Rumble. You guys got to work on the fucking usability of it. Jesus Christ.
Rumble. You have one job, but you know what? I'm loving it. I'm starting to get good views there. So if you can watch me on Rumble, you can find us on YouTube. It's usually a lot for me. It's the same content, but just in case YouTube goes bye-bye, there's always Rumble.
Yeah. There's probably going to be, I can imagine you and I just doing stuff on Twitter and Rumble for some of these things.
I think
to protect the fitness channels. So, Mark and I will talk about that. We'll get going.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow. Set your alarm for 8:00 Eastern Standard Time, PM. That is.
Hell yeah. We'll talk tomorrow. God damn.
Peace out, yo.